name is Callie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at, okay? With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call on my angels, gods, ancestors this morning to see what comes through for you guys, okay? Hope you're doing well whenever you're checking this video out. It is Tuesday morning, okay? Early, early, early. So this is for my early birds. Alright, you guys, I'm sending you so much peace, love, and light today. Hope you have a wonderful day, a beautiful day. Alright, that being said, let's get right into it, you guys. If you would like a mini reading from me, please email me and let me know. I'm trying to, of course, earn some money, you know, for things I need, my independence as well. So, and projects that I have. Yeah. So, I have big plans for Oracle Wise Living here, as well as myself. You know, this is a journey, so I encourage you as well to follow your dreams and take chances on yourself and make things happen. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and see what comes through for you guys. Right off the bat, I split the deck. We got the Ace of Wands, so some kind of new beginning coming through. Good news. Maybe you're going to be physically starting something new. Maybe someone has a spark for you. This is a beginning, some kind of new beginning, a passionate spark. Could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. Okay, right off the bat, I'm doing a Russian spread here. This is a Russian spread, top and bottom only of the 3 decks I split. So, okay. So it does look like there's somebody challenging traditions here, slowly but surely. Someone has some kind of unexpected source of money coming through because they've been challenging some kind of traditions here. Maybe this has got to do with some kind of reverse roles. The Hierophant reverse is telling me lots of rebellion energy, you know, challenging spiritual knowledge, challenging higher knowledge. And I feel like whoever this is not listening to their angels, okay? They're definitely dealing with some kind of lack of perspective here, some kind of imbalance, some kind of self-indulgence. I do see that whoever this person is, temperance reverse as well. All right, and again, this is like a Russian spread. You're supposed to have 6 decks or 6 different ones. You're supposed to split them, or either 3, and you're supposed to take top and bottom of each. So it's just something different. Yeah, I feel like whoever it could be a Sagittarius that's being very reckless, a Taurus energy as well. Someone, it could be a Taurus or Sag, or I mean, that's just so far. That's the major arcanas that I got out here. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting like antagonizing. They're lacking some kind of perspective, you know. But at the same time, it's like they have. Maybe this is someone who is like in an unconventional relationship. I feel like this is a masculine and a feminine energy, actually. Like some kind of fallen angel or something like that. Well, okay, that's controversy. Okay, controversial. Like, technically, if you're here, you're a fallen angel. Like, you know, you claim to be an earth angel. But, I don't know. I'm not getting into that debate. So, there's some kind of unconventional lifestyle either way. Someone self-indulges, someone... I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting self-indulgent, but at the same time, maybe this person is like indulging in other things like different beliefs or going against the grain, you know, going against the norm is what I'm going to say. Yeah, I feel like you're pulling yourself together, or this person is definitely pulling themselves together. I mean, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Okay? You know, Ten of Swords reverse is not a bad thing. You know, someone's fears came true, and someone's learning from their past hardship, so it's not a bad thing. You know, the Knight of Pentacles being out here, there's going to be some kind of unexpected source of money coming through, slowly but surely. The Knight of Pentacles is definitely our slowest moving card in the deck, so I want to be mindful about that and explain that, right? So, continue being patient, standing up for what you believe in. Let go of the past. People who want to drag you down or have some kind of negative thing to say about what you got going on, let go of them people. Because they don't have any, you know, you don't need that. Focus on the future. Someone could be leaving home as well. Leaving home. Someone could be leaving home. Leaving home. Moving out. Growing up and moving home off. Now let me shuffle the deck and let's see. Russian, Russian, Russian. Okay, you guys. Call on my angels, gods, ancestors here now to protect me, uplift me, and give me clear messages. What needs to come through for you guys? For the highest, greatest good of all. Let's get it. Hangman reverse. Someone is in stagnation. Someone's okay. Pisces energy. Someone needs to work on their shadow. Is all I gotta say. Okay. Someone's disinterested. I just did a reading, and before that I had 3 other readings I did. 1 second, you guys. Anyway, okay, I'm back. Mind you that my readings I did have not been paid readings, but paid readings are open, y'all. Thanks, viewer, for being here. My paid readings are open. Any donations or gratuity at this time is very much appreciated as well. So the Hangman reverse. There could be some kind of disinterest. Could be a father figure, Emperor reversed, Aries reversed. Yeah, someone's trying to block you from moving forward. Yeah. A father figure's trying to block someone from moving forward. They're not learning from their past mistakes. They're continuing to do the same things over and over and over because that's all they know to do. Anyway, it's just super toxic, super negative, super displaced masculine energy. And we have a King of Pentacles at the bottom as well. Okay. 11 minutes in, 3 likes. Someone's feeling defeated. Someone feels manipulated. Someone's trying to win at all costs here. Yeah, they're trying to bring bad matters and money problems. I'm not about that. I'm not trying to focus on that. You know, while your wishes are coming true here with the 9 of Cups. So continue focusing on your dreams, okay? Continue focusing on your happiness. What brings you happiness? What brings you emotional fulfillment, okay? Okay. If anybody would like to get a mini reading, mini readings are $11. I'll pull 3 cards for you. Mini readings are $11. Okay. Standard readings are $22. I'll pull a Celtic cross for you. So we have a King of Swords coming through here, as well as a Fool card. So this person sees you as their Empress, possibly. Their divine feminine energy, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They want a new beginning with you. They want to start something new. They want a fresh start with you. This person is probably lacking a commitment at this time. Looks like this person's single. I do feel like there's something here about having a routine. This person's has a routine. They could be coming in very shortly, the end of autumn particularly. I'm also getting, yeah, there's something here about this person's wanting a adventure with you, a new beginning. There's going to be some kind of unexpected event as well that happens. I'm getting this person's mother figure could be playing a part in their life. This person could be 30 years of age. They don't have to be. The number 3 and 0 is coming out. Yeah. Maybe you thought this person was very foolish or careless. Right? Maybe you thought this King of Swords was foolish and careless because they were super analytical, or they like, you know, all the things with the King of Swords. Very intelligent. This person could be in IT. This could be a law official. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person sees you as someone that is full of originality. I'm also getting someone is trying to say that someone's a fool. Someone's a naive person here. That's very emotionally intelligent, though, to say that about someone. I feel like also there's a King of Swords that's very careless. There's something here about this King of Swords focusing on the youth. That's weird. I'm not going down that gutter. Yeah, but I feel like this King of Swords thinks you as their Empress, okay? Taurus energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. Five of Swords reversed. This person is wanting to surrender their ego. Whatever that represents for your situation. Yeah, I feel like this person's ready for a peaceful resolution. They're ready to forgive. There's some kind of remorse in this situation. They feel defeated. They don't want to feel defeated anymore. So, and they know that the way they don't feel defeated anymore is reaching out to you, apologizing to you, giving you some kind of compromise. Also, I'm getting this person is moving on. Moving on. Alright? Moved on. Learn from their mistakes and they're moving on. You could be finding out about this in the next 5 days. And if you've been arguing with the King of Swords, an air sign, I feel like this person is ready to surrender their ego. They're ready to resolve the issues. Okay? It's not for everybody. So if you would like your own reading, you know what to do, you guys. Get a reading. Mini readings are $11 over here at Oracle Wise Living, of course. That is my most famous reading. But I do sell my extended readings too. And of course, if you want to donate to my channel, I'm always grateful for that. So we have Knight of Pentacles coming through, you guys. Slowly but surely, this person is hesitating, coming towards you, wanting to reach out to you, but they're coming. They're coming. It's like they're saving up some money or something like that. You know, and this person, this King of Swords, is someone who perseveres to reach a goal, okay? This person is speaking their truth, or they're showing up that way. Someone being honorable and trustworthy, they're showing up that way. But underneath it all, yeah, this person is a hard worker. This King of Swords, this Gemini, Libra, this person is very hardworking, okay? And patient. Understand. And they're trustworthy. And that's excellent. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy that we want to see showing up in our readings over here, you know? Very conventional. This person could like to do things traditionally, conventionally, you know? That's what I'm getting. They see you as their divine counterpart. Queen of Swords here. They see you as someone very analytical. You can match each other's. You can bounce out ideas off each other. You know, suggestions, dreams, things like that. And that matters a lot. That matters a lot in a relationship. So, anyway. With the King and Queen of Swords coming out here. This is telling me that someone is making the right decisions. Okay? These people, or this person, whatever, is making the right decisions. And don't get me wrong. Now, these people have been someone who has suffered loss and hardship. Okay? They have been through the ringer. They know what it's like. To be a good leader, you have to know what it's like to be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand. How all these, like, rich people, these Nepo babies and stuff like that. I'm not hating on nobody. Like, you get it, you got it, you flaunt it, you live it, love it, whatever. But it's just like, they come from money. They don't know what it's like for someone to be in poverty, to struggle, and just be... they don't understand what it's like. You know, to be around that kind of environment where there's drugs and crime. They don't understand that. So why are they leaders in our office? You get what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, they can't relate to me, you know? So, I don't follow politics. I'm not into politics, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's another thing, like with the social groups and stuff, like the older crowds is worried about, well, we don't have enough people joining our cults or our groups or whatever. It's because they don't relate to that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not giving them something to relate to. You're showing them that you have all this power and they have to submit to you. People don't want to submit to nobody else. They want to be their own leaders, you know, and teach their children to be their own leaders, you know. So it's just, but I'm not here to give them answers, you know. No. I feel like someone's been thinking about that, and I just like pop that bubble or something. Someone's been thinking about that, so yeah. Anyway, back to the reading, you guys. So there's going to be fair judgment here, and I like that this Fool card is above this Queen of Swords here. So there's going to be some kind of free. Someone could be going skydiving. That's cool as hell. Someone's name could be Sky. I would like to do that. Anyway. Maybe. We'll see. So, I'm going to take my channel along with me, of course. When I travel, y'all travel with me. Don't forget that. Yeah. So the Fool card, the Queen of Swords, we got the right decisions, fair judgment coming through. Feminine and masculine are both coming out here. So this is about autumn, y'all. And I'm not saying that just to say that. It's like one of my autumn cards. The Queen of Swords represents autumn. She brings in a lot of autumn energy for me. And then the King of Swords is like the end of autumn. It's like the beginning and end of autumn. Okay? Bring it in. Be clear about what you want and you need during this time, you guys. Be clear about what you want and your need. And no, this is not a coincidence. If you're popping up on this channel, there's possibly a message here for you. Okay? And if you have a question for me, feel free to ask a question. That's what I'm here for. But now is the time to be clear about what you want and what you need. Okay? There's forgiveness here. Understand that, okay? And we have a 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is the ultimate goal, right? The ultimate goal is to have some kind of marriage, maybe, for some. Not everybody wants to be married. You know, and some people love to be married. It just depends on the situation, the person, the couple, the scenario, whatever. But don't just get married because you want that experience. Don't do that. Don't do that. Or just because there's nothing else going on in life. Don't do that. Okay? Get a new hobby. Yeah, but it says the 10 of Cups is coming out here, right? So someone is wanting to have a peaceful resolution. This could be a marriage, you know. Someone's ready to end the fighting, the conflict, and they want this long-term relationship. But this is a big jump, all right? From Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords to the 10 of Cups. All right? So this queen has definitely been patient, persevering, working on herself, slowly but surely, so she can have that long-term relationship, that family gathering, you know, whatever family represents to you, you know, if it's being married to someone with 2 kids, or just you being a couple with someone and your dog, I don't know, your pet birds and your snakes and everything else, you know what I'm saying? That's a thing too. But this couple, there's a couple and 2 kids on this card. That does not mean everybody's family does not look like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is America, where I'm at, so. Anyway. Yeah, whatever your happily ever after represents, you know? And that's what I like to see. And see, I'm getting the picture of the Hierophant reverse. Being rebellious, being unconventional. You know, I don't necessarily see that as like learning the dark side. I say learn the dark side so you can learn how to protect yourself. Yes. Don't be fearful of that. So people can use that against you. Don't do that. You need to learn it for yourself. So, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, the Hierophant reverse is demonic, not listening. Yes, not listening to the cults, the Freemasons, the cults like that. Who are you learning from? What are you learning your information from? And not every Freemason's notorious, but I'm just saying, I know they have been under wraps and they have been around one of the longest. And they're the ones that we're exposing now. You know what I'm saying? Their information's leaked. Everything's being exposed. And it's strange because my family comes from that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we all do. If you're in America, more than likely, if you're in America, you're connected some way or another. So, but that don't mean you have to live like that, and you don't have to partake in that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take on their bullshit, their baggage, and their bullshit that they've done. You get what I'm saying? Because they're going to have to answer for that shit. They're going to have to answer that. I don't care how many deities they go through. I've already seen it. Before I was born here, I seen all that shit. But anyway. This is what I'm here for, you guys. I'm here to watch the shit show go down. I'm here to watch the show. So, got that strength, baby. Taming that lion within. Taming that beast within. Okay? Harnessing those instinctive desires and properly channeling the libido. If you're practicing celibacy like myself, channeling that libido, that urge, that fire, that passion into something creative. Art. Create art, you guys. Draw, paint. And that's another thing. If you got a lot of dark energy or anger and stuff, use those colors. Pick a color and use that and start drawing. And keep drawing and drawing it out. And imagine that energy going out onto that paper. It's art therapy, y'all. Yep. Moving on, my love. Six of Cups reverse. Moving on. Moving on from external forces. Like, if you can't support... If you're not supporting me, then you're against me, right? Hello, Amon. Hello, Nisha. Hello. And no, you don't have to, and no, I'm being serious. Like, if you're not for me, you're against me. It's not about that. Choose yourselves. Choose yourself. Don't choose a cult, a group, a clique, and don't try to make anybody feel like a minority, because you're keeping that curse, that cycle continuously going. Why you want someone to feel bad because you felt bad, or because your ancestors suffered and all this, and you're here to, you know, take over the shit that they started. That's fucking fuckery. That's fucking crazy and retarded, and that's what keeps the cycles of loss and fear and control going. Love is the only way. Kindness and compassion is the only way. The only time you should use your anger, your whatever, is to fight for those things. It shouldn't be to control somebody or to manipulate somebody or to make them think some certain type of way. You know? The only time you should use your energy like that is to show love, y'all. Love is the way. Love is the way. Love is the way. Okay, am I channeling some Liza Minnelli? Or what the hell? Some Broadway? Yeah, yeah. Good morning, America. Good morning, USA. Good morning. Hiya. Can you take me higher? Yeah, I know I sound like a sick cat, y'all. That's the fun of it, okay? I have to make myself laugh, y'all. But I love me. I love myself. And I want y'all to love yourselves. You get me? And it's not every day I feel like that. I've been one to suffer with major depression, anxieties, things like that. So don't get me wrong. You know, it's been a big deal for me to be able to say that. I love myself. Shit. And I'm here to try to reform myself, you know? I get it. But I want y'all to know that I'm here for you, okay? I don't want you to feel like you ain't got nobody there for you. Nobody should ever feel like you have to fight the world alone, alright? Or whatever you're going through alone. Because we are in a world full of people, so here I am. 57 on the way to heaven. 57. 57 is a lucky number here. Something about some Heinz 57, some steak. I don't know. I know it's your age, but I'm just saying, you know. Something about some Chicago pizza, y'all. I've been craving some pizza. What's up with me craving pizza? Pizza! And my stomach does not like pizza. Pizza. Some Chicago pizza. I should be in Chicago right now. Eating me a pizza. That's what I should be doing right now, y'all. I'm just I'm just talking mess. Thank you, Serena. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning. Hello, Monica. Hello, Samia. Good morning, you guys. Hello, Mikhail. Good morning, good morning. Hiya, hiya. How are you guys? Is it early morning, afternoon, or night where you're at? Good morning. I've been getting up at 3 a.m., you guys. And then, how about I get super tired? I can't make it past 3 p.m. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm getting up at like 3 a.m. So I'm working on my threes, y'all. 3 a.m., 3 p.m. Wake up at 3 a.m. Start working, doing videos. Then I come on live. If I have any paid readings or anything like that, then I do those before I come live. But I'm live, so right now I don't have any readings. So if anybody wants to get a reading, please let me know today. Please let me know. I'm definitely open for that. Because this is my livelihood, you guys. It helps support my freedom, my independence here. Helps keep me motivated. You know? It helps keep me motivated to motivate others. Is that a thing? And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is on my TV in the background, you guys. I don't know. Sorry. Thank you from San Diego. Welcome in from California. You know, I used to have people call me that, California. But I'd be like, no, my name is just Cali. Cali. You know? California, baby. OMG. Red Hot Chili Peppers. My ADHD, you guys. My ADHD. Absolutely, I love that. I totally relate to that. Heck yeah. Empowerment. Empowerment. Yeah, because that energy, that vibration, That's what keeps everybody going. You know, love is the way. Yeah. That's what's on my mind, y'all. My heart, the heart chakra symbol, I'm seeing that in my third eye. That's how my ADHD or whatever works, y'all. My downloads and things like that. I could be, it's just like it pops up randomly. Like a movie screen. And it's like I'll hear it in my third eye. I hear what I see. Yeah. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. I'm getting Amazing Grace. I almost started singing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I've been in the South too long, y'all. I've been in the South too long. Their signatures is all over me. I've been in the South too long. Okay, you guys, let's get some more. Let me get, before we get our day truly started. All right, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm already talking about getting our day started. You know, this was one of my main focuses, my mental health, and then my physical health is next, right? Physical health and being able to balance all of it out together. That's important. And the goal is to do that here with you guys, you know. And I've been one to struggle with agoraphobia, you guys. And no, I'm not on disability or none of that, but I've struggled with that throughout my whole entire life. Going into public places, being there for long periods of time. It's gotten better though. It's gotten better for me. But you're not going to catch me out all freaking day in town either. And it's been a lot to break down those barriers, those walls, those protective barriers, you know. And while doing it by yourself, but at the same time, I know I'm not doing it by myself because I'm gaining information and wisdom from others, like people that's went through this situation, you know. All right. Many readings, you guys, are open today, and extended readings, of course. Donations are always appreciative, you guys. Two of Wands, so there's a choice here. Someone's deciding, should I stay or should I go? But I really got to know. Should I stay or should I go? Is someone deciding to travel out of the states or crossing the borders? Crossing the border. Something about the border. Something about Gucci Mane. So deciding to stay or go. Someone's anticipating. Someone has what they say, wanderlust. Someone's wanting to go towards you, travel towards a destination, or this could even be you wanting to travel towards a destination. I'm getting a very tropical destinations, and the dude that brings, yeah, the tall, dark, and handsome dude that brings the, or the lady, okay? That's what I'm mindful. It brings you your pina colada on the beach, okay? What the hell? A pina colada? Someone likes pina coladas. A pina colada. A pina colada. I tripped myself out, y'all. I'm still a little tired though, okay? I'm still a little whoop, whoop. Okay, so yeah, someone's anticipated. They have that anticipation. That anticipation. They're longing for you to travel towards them. Or this could be you traveling towards a destination, right? I'm seriously getting that. Someone's looking at the world. You got the world in your hand. You got that world in your hand, my love. And you got, it looks like you got another one on the ground here. But there's a whole nother destination or a person right there. And I'm getting Hawaii. Okay, let's not leave that out. And I'm not somebody who's a world traveler. I just have dreams, alright? I got dreams and you know. I'm getting Hawaii here. I would love to go to Hawaii. I'll tell you guys this. I'll tell y'all what I like. But I don't tell people this much. I used to be a super oversharer in my 20s before I knew what the hell I was doing. Yeah. And then I learned to put a cap on it. Okay. I put a cap on it. I put a cap on it. Okay. So, a choice. With a routine here. There's some kind of routine. There's something here about some kind of dishonesty. Somebody's going to have some kind of negative legal issues happening here. Someone's trying to bring their legal issues to you. Their karma towards you. They're trying to get bad karma off of their back. And they hope by being around you or associating with you is going to help them get that off their back. So just be wary. And maybe you are. Maybe you're someone who works with people like that. You know, maybe you work in the legal field or something like that and you help people. I'm getting that as well. You know, I just feel like this person, though, justice reverse, this person is avoiding karma in some kind of way. Okay? Or they're dishonest. And they take that shit to you with that. You know, they want to take their BS with you. Make sure if someone's coming towards you or you're getting in a new relationship, if you don't want to deal with their baggage, their legal problems and stuff like that, make sure they got a clean record. If they don't, make sure you can handle what the hell they're bringing to the table. I personally don't want to deal with that kind of stuff because I'm not in that kind of mindset. You know, all my life I was around kind of people like that. And I don't want to be around that energy anymore. They just seem to pull me down. So, but that's just a personal viewpoint. So, yeah. And honestly, I don't feel necessarily that time heals all wounds. Time does not heal all wounds. It's the work that you're doing in that time period that heals the wounds. Do you understand? So when I see this Knight of Pentacles, that's what's on this card at the bottom. It says time heals all wounds, along with a bunch of other weird shit. But I don't necessarily believe that. It's telling me, though, that that's what is expected of this card. This Knight coming in quick. This Knight takes forever to get to where he wants. He's part of the Knights now. Don't get me wrong. He is part of the Knights, the quick, fast, in a hurry. I'll come in for a short time, but not a long time. But it takes that motherfucker a long time to get out of there. That Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, steady. I don't know. Somebody can be a grandpa, okay? Somebody is a grandpa. Which, hell, that's part of life. Hey, be proud of yourself for being that. Alright? That's a level up. That is, you deserve a badge of honor. Understand? You deserve a badge of honor for being here, making it this long in this world. On this world, in this world, around this world, however you want to perceive it, you know, whatever your reality is perceiving, you know. Just because I perceive reality to be one way doesn't mean that you don't perceive it to be another way. And that's what makes us unique and different. Having different viewpoints. And we're so small compared to God, source, creator, right? We have that spark of God within us, that light, right? And we are so minuscule. And just look at all the beautiful things that we think we can do, we can experience, we can feel. That shows you how amazing God is, creator, source, universe, you know? Whatever it is that you look to, you know? And to know that the angels and the ascended masters are all part of that as well. Do you understand how amazing that is to me? It's pretty fascinating, y'all. But nonetheless, I do feel like it's reliable energy. But I feel like this person is bringing in some kind of, I don't know, they have karmic retribution on their ass. They owe the government, or I don't know, justice reverse. They're dealing with some kind of legalities, y'all. Some kind of legalities. Okay, let me see. Let me see. We have a Queen of Pentacles coming through this morning. Divine Femme, energy, nurturing, balance, working on your business, working on healing and nurturing others, being that motherly figure, you know, invested in the welfare of people, right? This could be, I'm getting social worker, or, you know, something like that. Very sensual and responsible, okay? And I love that. Earthly energy today. You're liberated, my love. Eight of Swords, you're not trapped in your head, so don't think that. If somebody's been saying, oh, get out of your head. You're locked up in your head. You got monkey mind, da-da-da-da-da. You're liberated, my love, okay? You have overcome these fears. You face those fears head the fuck on. And you've seen all those people out there who is like, oh, she's facing her fears. Oh, I can't stand her for facing her fears. That's how my life has been, y'all. Like, my people in my family, they're like, oh, I cannot stand her being happy. My siblings, my older sister, my cousins, they're all like that. Oh, I cannot stand her to be happy. They cannot stand me to be happy, y'all. So, anyway, yeah, ending that self-deception, breaking ties, overcoming fears, and having that mental fucking clarity is priceless. It's priceless. It's priceless. Overcoming those obstacles. If you've been feeling like you're trapped, it's Queen of Pentacles, you're not, okay? We have a Ten of Cups here. Maybe you've been feeling trapped in a marriage. Honey, you're not trapped, okay? You can definitely get out of that situation. Don't let anybody control you. But that's part of it, right? Especially being young and newly married. Trying to live the traditions that your parents or grandparents did, or that they missed out on. Trying to live up to your parents' expectations is a mother freaker. Trust me. It never works out well. You have to do what you feel is right in your heart and your soul. But anyway. Okay, so there's stability and security and harmony here, okay? So domestic bliss, happily ever after type of scenario. You know, you can't just go from being a little girl to that happily ever after. Yeah, they paint a picture of us in society, like the fairy tales and all that kind of shit. That's how it works out. That's not how it works out. And you don't know that until you go through that situation. You know, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that until after I had been married to some fucking weird ass abuser that's connected to all sorts of people. Anyway, I'm not getting into that shit, okay? I'm not getting into that shit because it was a lot to deal with. And to be asleep and not be aware of. It was a lot to not be aware of. You know, to totally be oblivious to shit. But that's what happens when people's putting things in your drinks and shit like that. I was delusional about shit. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I was turning to people and hoping that they was going to tell me something, but nobody would ever speak up and tell me the truth, you know? And I don't want that to happen to other people, but that's the thing. The fairy tales, the Disney movies, all that shit is bullshit. And it's scary because you want your children to have that piece of happiness, you know what I'm saying? You want them to be able to dream and love and think outside the box. But it sets them up for, like, all sorts of adversity and catastrophe when they get older and they're having to be out on their own. Gang stalkers and... Anyway. It's the elites, it's the cults, it's the things like that. And it's not just the little girls, it's the little boys too. You know, they teach them to be handlers. They teach them to be this, that, and the other. You listen to me, you're going to have a lot of money. You do this, that, and the other, you're going to have a lot of money. You know, they program it in your mind that you have to have money to live and to be happy. And that ain't necessarily the truth. I mean, in society, we need that. We all deserve to have finances. We all deserve to have finances. We all deserve to have money, love, a stable home. That's the kind of America that I want to live in. Not the one where people's worried about fucking war or going across the country. You know, all that other weird shit that they're bringing in on the younger generations. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's what's ruining the world. Fight, war. War, fighting is ruining the world. And this overloading people with this mass information. We were not meant to sit and learn everything from a television screen or a video game. We're not meant to learn from a video game. We're meant to be humble and simple and live off the land and take care of the animals and the nature. That's what we're supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here to bring in some kind of new technology. That's the hidden agenda. But here I am, you guys. Here I am. This is part of the hidden agenda. And all this weird shit y'all were learning, like, come on now. Before, like, my nieces and nephews, they could never imagine a world without having a telephone, probably. I mean, they could, but that's what's scary. And their parents is even caught up in it. Y'all are on Facebook and shit like that. Can y'all go without having to use Facebook or any kind of social media? It's how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? This is our society. This is what is made. It's crazy. Got to swim like a dolphin. You got to put out or swim. That's what they say. You got to put out or swim. That's what that cult says. Swim. Swim in the ocean. Put out or swim. So no, I don't swim. I float, bitch. I don't have to swim. I float on my back. What are you talking about? Just saying. I thought that was funny, y'all. The things I think of when people say something or they try to control me, I'm just like, what? Please, I know you just did not say that because I really liked you and I really looked up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, please don't say that. Why did you say that? You know what I'm saying? I had such great prospects for you and such, you know. Like, I looked at you like someone that was very intelligent and intellectual, and it's just like someone says something, and they totally just like, well, word vomit. And even I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Even I do that. Early morning, you guys. Early morning. Early morning. Let's get up. It's early morning. We're gonna get up. Shave that face. Brush those teeth. And comb that hair. We're gonna get up, y'all. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I got that song. God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla, than the monsters on TV. Oh, God is bigger than the... You know, I grew up like... I had a Christian background, but my parents never took me to church and things like that. You know, it was my great aunts that did that. And most of them is all passed over, but they was like really, really old, right? They have one great aunt left. But they was all, each one of them had different viewpoints in religion. Methodist, Baptist, Pentecostal, Holiness, Catholic. Like, they all had different views, y'all. I'm gonna wait in about 8 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna do another reading in about 8 minutes. I'm still technically, yeah. I'm waiting on. I did a video before I come on here, but it was a video reading. I haven't been paid for that video reading yet, so, and I'm having to upload it, so I'm still waiting on that. And I'm hesitant about doing videos before I get payment, but I don't mind doing it because that person's donated to my channel, and I found that very awesome. You get what I'm saying? But usually, y'all, you have to pay for your reading first, and then I'll do your video reading. Alright? I'm doing that as well right now. I'll make you a video and upload it and give you a private link. So only you can view that video. Okay? That's what I'm doing. That's for video readings. But I also have my mini and extended readings open as well right now. $11 and $22. And I like to do it because it's fun, you guys. And I'm getting to make a video list. It's like a podcast. Okay. I have to organize that. This season, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be organizing a lot. Because this girl right here has been disorganized when it comes to certain things. And that's not good. Okay. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to get messy and make mistakes. That's the only way you can learn. That is the way that you learn. Or you learn from others. Make sure you don't make the same mistakes that they made, right? That's another thing. So we're going in 59 minutes, you guys. We got about a minute. Now we're an hour in. Yay. So it's 4:55. Alright, you guys. This is going to be reading. Let's see what comes through. This message is for the highest greatest good of all. What needs to be known, shown, seen, or heard for my viewers here and now. Someone's got a Knight of Wands coming through. Some enthusiasm, some fire. You got some fire coming through? This is someone or something. This could be that your enthusiasm building within yourself, or this could be someone coming towards you. Alright? This could be some... I keep getting someone wants an adventure. Someone wants a sexual adventure. I mean, this is also someone who's a debater, someone in politics maybe. Someone who loves a challenge. Could be a fire sign. They don't have to be. They could just have that fiery energy for you. Okay. This is someone, Knight of Wands, this is someone with that's very generous possibly coming in. I'm getting someone on a carousel horse. What the hell is this? Some kind of carousel. Does that not look like one of those carousel horses, y'all? You know, that goes up and down. Also, this could be a journey, okay? This could be a journey. We have, what is that? Ace of Pentacles coming through as well. So, someone is wanting an adventure or a journey. Someone is wanting to come towards you with their passion. Maybe they want a new beginning with you. Maybe they see this as an opportunity to reach out to you, to work with you. They see you as someone that has potential, very grounding, and you're building some kind of foundation, or they see possibilities of a foundation to come of this. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense, you guys. Good morning. Thank you, 5 viewers, for being here. Thank you for the likes. So the foundation is because this person sees you're getting recognition, or they know that you have something to offer. You got some kind of supporters, or you're being in the spotlight, you're riding high. I keep getting someone at the horse races. Someone goes to horse races. Is that something they do in the UK? I mean, I think they do that here in the US. Horse shows, horse trading. That's pretty awesome. That was big in my childhood. I took horse lessons for like a few weeks one summer, and I was part of the pony club. And yeah, and then I used to go to like the Spanish horse shows with my dad. I did that once, I think twice, actually, as a kid. He took me down there to Ocala, Florida, and to the Pasadena horses. That was something fascinating as well. That was part of my childhood. And I always wanted that. I always wanted my own horses and things like that. But it seems like other people in my family got that, and I didn't get that. It was weird. Which is cool. It's super cool. Super cool. And then come to find out they did the whole thing about destiny swaps and all that kind of shit went down. But there was nothing I could do about it. Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of satisfaction, achievement here. There's some kind of good news coming through as well. And I feel like this person sees that, you know, they want to wish you well. They see that you're someone being seen in a positive light, which is excellent. You know, I love that for you guys. So let's see, what about for the past scenario, the past situation? Tower? Okay, I'll throw it out there. I'll throw the tower out there, baby. Alright, so the tower. The tower of destruction. Hell no. OM freaking G. I'm getting the vision of Hades off of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. OM freaking G. Hades. Yeah. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Tower, my love. Look at that. Someone's falling. You got away from that. That's the past. Yeah, you got some kind of revelation, got coming to Jesus moment. Yeah, the lightning struck, the clock hit 12, and you was out of there. You seen that mofo turn into a beast, went from beauty to the beast, and you was like, I'm out. Well, deuces. Not one, but two. Deuces. Okay. It struck 12. It went from 1 to 2, and you was like, out. They started howling at the moon and shit in the past, so you was out of there. Yeah. I could have. You could have. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Divorce, abuse, pain, violence, bankruptcy. They started shape shifting. Okay, we got the Hermit. Conscious energy reflecting, gaining that wisdom. You know, you're turning into that wise elder. I'm getting Dumbledore, or yeah, Dumbledore. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. That come out when I was like 14 years old. Harry Potter and all that. I was just becoming a teenager when that started hitting. I was just becoming a teenager, and I remember buying my first boyfriend the book. It was like 50 something freaking dollars, and I saved up money and I bought him. I didn't even have a job. I was babysitting her. I saved up money and I bought him a book, a 50 something dollar book. The shit I did for love when I was a kid, y'all. I used to make them brownies, food, tacos, all sorts of shit. And I'm just like, when did I didn't get shit back. I didn't get nothing back. Oh. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Conscious energy, you guys, is the hermit. Okay, conscious energy here. Virgo season. You know, getting things organized. You know, searching for deeper truths. Getting things in alignment. Number 9 could be significant here. Also 16. September the 16th could be significant. 9 and 16 is coming through. That used to be someone's birthday I knew from childhood. I looked at her like she was my best friend, and then I started seeing she was sleeping around with everybody I was in love with. You know, every person I dated or was infatuated by. And I'm glad I'm not a part of that bitch's life. She will reap what she has sown. Yeah. Made sure to create a broken home. And while all the time lacking security and stability herself or themselves. So, yeah, there's going to be some kind of unexpected source of income or money, possibly, coming through for someone. Someone's fearful about being in poverty or being homeless. Someone's feeling rejected and left out in the cold. And they're worried about their family being broken. Well, you take the steps, the initiatives to secure your financial, your safety, your family life, your home life. You take the initiative that you need to take to do that. You know what I'm saying? You need to make some kind of sincere choices in your own life. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through here. So something to do with your mother or mother substitute is going to be playing a big role in your future. And you can't rely on anybody else to have a stable foundation. Just saying. Take it from me. I relied on my parents, and you wind up losing your ass when you do that. Just saying. They switch up on you. So you got to do it for yourself. Not everybody's parents is like that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's parents is like that, but that happened to me. So, hello, Shelly. Welcome in. Hello, Ty Cook. What's up? Hi, y'all. How are y'all? Hello, Aries. Hi, y'all. Welcome in, you guys. What it do? How's it going? This Friday. Well, I'm about to say it's Friday morning. I'm already wanting Friday to be here, y'all. It's Friday. I'm already wanting Friday. I'm calling in Friday. We got justice coming through, you guys, this morning. Okay? We have justice coming through. While you're saying you're a Libra, I'm a Libra. Look at that justice coming through. Here's your card, Libra. So this is a sign. This is the only Libra card. But with this at the bottom of the deck, know that any kind of legalities, you're going to have a good day. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Settlements are going to be won in your favor. There could be some kind of apology coming through if you're owed an apology. Yeah. Just continue staying, being that fair, balanced person that you are. Okay. Also, there could be some kind of contract coming in. And pay attention to the number 11. No pun intended, you guys. Number 11 likes. Okay. 11 on their cards. Alright, it's like, is it in alignment, you guys? Is it in alignment? It's just one way of seeing that. Yeah. Yeah, someone owes someone an apology here because of some kind of a betrayal, a 5 of Swords. Alright? Because of some kind of humiliation, because of some kind of power struggle. Someone owes this person an apology. Yeah. For putting someone as gossip, the center of gossip, malicious gossip, someone owes someone an apology here. And it's got to do in someone's community. 10 of Pentacles here, about someone's accumulation, about their inheritance, their support. I would like to say that I have support or inheritance and things like that, but I'm not going to lie about it. You know, I'm not going to lie about that. I have to figure my life out for myself. I don't have any loans or support coming in. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. And that's what life is all about. A box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. 8675309. Jenny. And you know what? I seen a thing. There used to be someone named that. Jenny or whatever. And she got real bad on drugs or whatever like that. But this bitch ain't. That's lies. That is a fucking lie. She's got her own shit in another country. She's living a good life. So don't believe that shit that they're talking about some kind of genie and shit like that. That's a part of a cult mentality. Some propaganda that they're creating is bullshit. That bitch is not strung out somewhere walking the streets. That's a lie. That is a lie. Alright, you guys. It's Tuesday morning, you guys. Tuesday morning. Tuesday. I hope you guys have an awesome day today. A Tuesday. I'm definitely going to be here until someone gets a reading from me today. I'm going to be here. Alright, you guys. I'll be back later. I got to take a break. I got to get up and take a break from this. I'll be back later. Peace, love, and light. If you guys want to get a reading from me, let me know. Thank you guys for having fun with me and hanging out with me. And I'll see you later. Hopefully. Bye.